Hi everybody, it's more Quarantine Cooking with Carolyn, and it is Memorial Day weekend. And whether that's the official or unofficial start of grilling season, I don't know. But to a lot of us, that means burgers on the grill. I love a good burger on the grill. Now, if you've been watching any of my videos, you've heard me mention before that I really like to eat kind of healthy. I tend to use leaner meats, more vegetables, that kind of thing. But that doesn't mean the cravings go away. That doesn't mean I don't sometimes look at a bag of potato chips and just go, oh, I want to eat that whole thing. Believe me, I do. Potato chips in particular are kryptonite to me. But I also love a good juicy burger. And the one thing about using really lean meat for a burger is it can be dry. So until I found this recipe, it always would leave me a little unsatisfied. So this recipe has a lot of really good flavor, like what a burger should taste like. So I'm going to show you how to make the ultimate bacon cheeseburger, and I'm going to show you how to do grilled corn. So let me start with that because that needs a little bit longer. Now I've already done one here, and when we get these done, I'm going to have Thing take these out and pop them on the grill, and I'll keep going with the burgers. So I've already shucked my corn, and I am going to spray it with a little butter. Now you can use regular butter, margarine, whatever you like to use. And this is so easy, guys. I'm going to season it however you like. You know, you gotta have butter and salt though, right? Some people like pepper. I like cayenne. This gives the, come on, there we go. This gives the corn just a little bit of kick, and it is so good. But whatever you like on your corn, and then just roll it up tight, just like that, and put it on the grill. Now that will take 20 to 30 minutes on a medium to medium high grill. Someday I will show you how to do it in the microwave too, because that's how I do it when I'm not grilling. And that's fabulous too. So let's move on. Right here, I have got 4 slices of bacon. I am using center cut because center cut tends to be also, again, a little bit leaner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it. I'm putting it between 2 pieces of paper toweling, and I'm going to put it in the microwave for about 30 to 60 seconds. And this recipe does make 4 burgers, but I'm only going to make 2, and then I'll put the other 2 in the freezer for another day. So I'm going to put this in, and I am going to do 60 seconds. You do need to par cook that bacon or it won't fully cook on the burger later. Now, in my mini chopper, I have got 1 small red onion, and I'm just going to go ahead and chop that up. And you want it pretty fine, pretty finely chopped. There we go. And I've got still have some good sized chunks in there. Come on, everybody out. And in this bowl, I have 1 pound of lean ground beef. And I can see some bigger chunks, so I'm just gonna pull those out and set them aside. Let's put this back here, because we're gonna need it again in a minute, and there's a big chunk too. Okay, and then, here we go. Now this is the trick, and you don't want to leave this out. I am not a big mushroom eater, but I love them in this burger. It is what gives the burger its moisture and its earthy flavor. So I am using about 6 ounces of mushrooms here, and it can be any kind of fresh mushrooms. You can use the regular old button mushrooms. You can use the porcinis, the baby bellas. Doesn't really matter. You just want about 6 ounces of them. And I've got one here that doesn't want to cooperate. I may have to, let's see if we can get it. Nope, still doesn't want to cooperate. That's okay. There we go. So I'll just take those little big pieces out. And that's okay. You can either do them later or just use them for something else. Doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. Just like that. Okay. Set that stuff to the side. Then we're going to add a teaspoon of salt. That's the microwave telling me it's done. And about 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. And let me just grab this real quick. Set it to the side. And I'm going to get my gloves on. And you're going to mix this into 4 burgers. And like I said, it's those mushrooms in particular. I'm going to pull out some of these bigger chunks. That give these burgers their flavor and their earthiness, and they help the meat retain their juice. And to me, it's what a burger should taste like, but yet it's still a nice lean burger. So I love that. Okay, now the way I like to do this, get that chunk of mushroom in there. There we go. The way I like to do that is I like to kind of take this and sort of just visually divide it into four chunks, and that way it's relatively the burgers are relatively the same size. And I can tell this one's a little bit smaller. Okay. And I'm going to flatten that into a patty, and I'm going to pull this over here. Set the bacon to the side here. And then what I'm going to do is I've flattened this into a patty. Just like that. And that's a nice, generous size, I think. And then, you know, if a burger has bacon on it, how bad can it be? You're going to crisscross the bacon on the burger. Just like that. And if you want, you can stretch it a little bit. And I've got some toothpicks here, and you can do that. Once they start cooking, the burgers, the bacon will start holding on a little bit better. But I think sometimes the, what do you call it? The bacon, the center cut bacon, is a little bit shorter, and so it doesn't fit around the burger quite as well. So here we are at the grill, and you see we've got the corn going, and you do want to turn that periodically just to make sure you're not getting any burn spots, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and put these burgers on. They will need at least 6 minutes per side, depending on how well you like your burgers. And you'll see I'm using that mat again, which is great because we won't get any, you know, flare-ups. And when I turn these burgers over, that's when I will take the toothpicks off. So here we go. My burgers are almost ready. Now I wanted to point out I have been turning my corn every so often, every, you know, 4 or 5 minutes. I've been coming along and doing that. And after about 6 or 7 minutes, I flipped the burgers. I pulled the toothpicks out. They've cooked another almost 8 minutes now. And I'm just going to add the cheese. And you can use any cheese you want here. I'm using Velveeta because I love the way it melts. Can I just say? Oh my gosh. And so we're just going to give that a minute to melt. So all right, looks like our burgers are done. And I wanted to point out, though, even I'm using a really lean ground beef, we are still losing some fat here. And if I wasn't using this mat, that fat would be dripping through the grill, making a big old mess, and it would be causing flare-ups. So here you go. Our burgers are done. I've got them on a nice little bun, and at this point it's up to you, whatever you like on there. Mustard, ketchup, mayo, pickle, barbecue sauce, doesn't matter. Just enjoy them because they're really tasty. So give this a try maybe this weekend, guys. I know you've got this.